What am I letting in that I need to shut out?
What am I letting in? I need to shut out. I think I kind of said that. It was self-doubt.
That
You
is,
know, doubting myself. Like, I think I seen someone post something today from turning in the keys or whatever to a building that they had got for their company that they never thought would be possible. You know what I mean? And they talked about, as entrepreneurs, there's always that constant battle of, honestly, just you believe or you have so much faith in what you're doing and yourself that you go broke plenty of times. And every time you go broke, you're like, how the fuck am I here? And you start to question, why am
yeah.
I here? Like, am I not that good? And you just got to trust yourself. And whether that be from, like, in our business, generating enough leads, maybe that's not really the issue, but it's converting leads, turning leads into deals, and deals into closed escrows and stuff like that. And so um you can blame it on the market. You can blame it on a lot of things, and you really just got to keep going, because you just got to trust that what you're doing is enough. It's worked, and as long as you're consistently doing it, man, at some point it has to turn.
But
So,
we should never trust that we're doing is enough, right? Because
well, not that it's enough, but that you're still doing the right thing. Like, maybe
okay.
you need to turn up the dial in how much of it you're doing, but trust in the process. And so I think that's what was the question. It was
What are you letting in that you
what are you
shouldn't?
letting in? So that doubt, just not doubting and just really trusting that process.
For me, I mean, self doubt is always big. At a point in time, self hatred was a really big one,
Hmm.
right? And I feel like I've gotten over that quite a bit.
Self-hatred, when you
Self
say
hatred,
self-hatred, you just didn't like yourself.
yeah, just like I mean, because you're so unhappy with where you're at. Like
Well,
it's kind of like a crazy mindset to be in.
yeah,
To where, like, man, I'm so angry with myself because we're not where we should be or where I want to be.
yeah.
But then that doesn't bring you you don't operate in the right vibration is what I found.
No. So it's funny that you say it like that too, because I think I talked about last podcast, and it's just a different story about it, but it was with Steve Harvey, and he talked about how he had woke up. I think it was like on his 65th birthday or something like that, and he's sitting there and he's just, saying, like, man, I just, I thought I'd be a whole lot further than I am, at 65. And what his wife had told him was just more like, you got to be thankful. You got to be
Yes
thankful.
and
Well,
no.
yeah, you got to be thankful. She was like, you go out there and, go hop in one of them cars that you got in that garage and go drive around, and sit your ass down somewhere, is basically what she was saying, because he believed that, gratitude is a huge thing, because if you were making $50,000, year one, and you turn that around and you made $150,000 a year two, are you where you want to be? No. Our goals are always so much bigger than just that. But we got to be thankful, and we got to show some type of gratitude for the $100,000 increase that we've made. Because before you can continue to grow, you got to be grateful for where you've grown to. And I thought that was powerful, because it's just like when he talked about, went a little religious with it, with God and stuff like that, and he was just like, that's just like, well, not even that. He was just like, say you had a neighbor and they came over all the time for sugar, right? Always needed sugar. And you gave them sugar, you gave them sugar, you gave them sugar every day, and they never said thank you. At what point are you gonna be like, look, bro, like, you're gonna have to go figure out how to get some sugar, or go buy some sugar, whatever it may be. And then you compare that to someone that's coming every day, thank you, I really appreciate it. Thank you, I really appreciate it. At one point, as the person that's given the sugar, this person's always thankful. Like, I might go out and just buy him a 1 pound bag of sugar.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I want to bless this person, because he's always grateful for
Yeah.
the help, in a sense. And so he's saying, you go from 50,000 to 100,000 or 150,000, and you don't show any type of gratitude to that. What's going to make someone want to continue to bless you?
Yeah.
And so that was the meaning, not
That's
necessarily.
I mean, that's a real thing as far
Yeah.
as I mean, we could go law of attraction, universe shit, but I mean that's a real thing in that respect. And I mean, I've talked about like the 5-minute journal that I use.
Mhm.
I need to get like I'll do it probably like 3 or 4 days out of the week.
Mhm.
Like I wake up and I'm sitting there like, what am I grateful for? Because on the same podcast that we pulled this off of, he was like, dude, there's one guy in my life who was sick for 2 years and couldn't get out of bed. And so he hypes me up every day with all his gratitude. He's like, I walked today.
Yeah.
Right? To where
things you take for granted. Right.
Things you take for granted. He's like, bro, I walked today. For 2 years I couldn't get out of my bed. Like, yeah, bro, I'm grateful for my legs.
Yeah.
One of our employees' mom just died. I'm really happy to have my parents in my life.
Yeah.
Right. But then and then it kind of recenters you. But as far as the self-hatred, bro, I mean, because it only